The last time you learnt a new keyboard shortcut, did you catch yourself saying, "Wow, that's cool"? Which is really another way of saying, "That's hot," or "That is sexy." G'day, my name is Raphael and welcome to another edition of Excel in 365. Hot, sexy and gorgeous keyboard shortcuts are the only thing that you will see in this video tutorial. In no particular order, I will reveal 10 of the hottest and useful shortcuts that you need to be intimate with when using Excel. Let's get stuck into it. I want to print this worksheet. I want to print only the data without all these things surrounding it. These things in Excel are referred to as objects. To temporarily turn off your objects so you can print the data, use the keyboard shortcut Control and the number 6. To turn the objects back on again, use the same shortcut. Isn't that sexy? I need to move data around, and I need to do it quickly. Don't rely on copy and paste. Select the data to be moved, hold your Shift key down and drag. When you see the vertical line in between the two columns, let go of your mouse. Note that it inserts the data to the left of the line. You do the same when you are moving rows. It will insert the row above the line. If you need to copy and also move the data somewhere else, hold your Control key down as well as the Shift key and then drag. That's also hot. The next keyboard shortcut is great for fast data entry where repetition is involved. Again, avoid copy and paste. The data that I want to enter is above the cell where I'm at. Control and the letter D will fill down. It will fill down the content, the format, the formula, basically everything that's in that cell. If you need to fill more than one cell, select the blank row and Control D. If you are filling an entire column or rows or range, make sure that when you select all the blank cells that you also select the cell that contains the data and Control D. Similarly, there is a keyboard shortcut that will also fill to the right. Control and the letter R. A mouse feature that allows you to move and rearrange worksheets around is to simply hold the left mouse down on the Worksheet tab and drag the tab to the new location. However, if I want to copy a worksheet and also move it to another location, simply hold down the Control key as you are dragging the Worksheet tab. Now I want to copy this same worksheet, however I want to move it to a different workbook or file. First of all, I open both files and set them side by side. Like before, I hold the Control key down and drag the Worksheet tab. And just before I cross over to the next file, I also hold down the Alt key. The Control key is copying, the Alt key allows me to cross over from file to file. Now that is sexy. If you are summing up a lot of columns all day long, then you will want to know this other sexy keyboard shortcut that will save you lots and lots of time. Alt and the equal sign. I showed this in a seminar once, and an accountant in the room yelled out, "Wow, that is going to save me a lot of hours during my day." I'm still waiting for the check to arrive, made out to my retirement in the Bahamas fund. How many times have you been in a situation where you are typing a formula, you select a range, which happens to be several hundred rows of data, And now you are stuck at the bottom of the worksheet and you need to get back to the very top. Don't use the scroll bar. Use the keyboard shortcut Control and Backspace. And that way you can get on with your life. You have all your data gathered and complete, and now you want to insert a chart. Keyboard shortcut Alt F1. That's hot. In the newer versions of Excel, Microsoft added a feature called Quick Analysis. The keyboard shortcut for it is Control Q. These options allow you to quickly analyze your data with some conditional formatting, charts, sum functions, tables, pivot tables, and also sparklines. If you are thinking, what's the big deal? I can access these features on the ribbon. The distance between where your ribbon is and where the mouse has to travel from is somewhere between 8 to 10 inches on your screen. Imagine doing this all day long. Does your wrist feel tired at the end of the day? Imagine you are in data validation and you are trying to edit your formula. If I use my right arrow key so I can go backwards, you notice it messes up my formula. If you look closely down on the status bar, the mode right now is point. I need it to be on edit mode. Press the F2 key and the mode changes to edit, and now I can use my arrow keys to edit my formula. Sexy, yes, I know. If you are going to consolidate data that's spread in different worksheets because you are going to create one pivot table, then you will need the pivot table and pivot chart wizard to consolidate all your data. For all you Alt key keyboard shortcut lovers, this button is not even on your ribbon. It is hidden and buried deep in Excel's underbelly. Alt D P will launch the pivot table and pivot chart wizard. Hot, 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 hot. And there you have it. The top 10 hot and sexy keyboard shortcuts that you can put to use immediately. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to check out some of my other video tutorials on Excel, and I hope to see you again in another edition of Excel in 365.